Ba, bo, ba, bee dee 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 do. Mm. All right. Yeah. All right. What is up, YouTube? My name is Rexmon of Rexmon Productions, and it has been 12 days, give or take, since my last stream, about a good 2 days shy of 2 weeks. It is Saturday night, almost 7:30. It's been quite the last 2 weeks. I started a new job. Uh, I've discovered a new work schedule of a new 9 to 5, which again is why it's been a while since I've been streaming and why I haven't posted a new recording. But tonight, Saturday night, 7:30, I have returned for a little while with some good old Yu-Gi-Oh streaming. And yeah, it's been quite the last 2 weeks. I started working at a federal credit union. I did some off-camera grinding and training with a little bit of everybody to try and win some card prizes. Shimon Moran, if that is how you say his name, and I am oh so thirsty all of a sudden. Oh, yeah. Well, that's why I don't traditionally keep a glass by my laptop, because I literally almost spilt the sucker pouring it too fast because it was a fresh jug of water. I was thirsty. Boy, am I properly prepared. But, yes, it has been an amazing journey. I did some, how many fights did I do with Shimon? Oh, 10, yeah. I didn't win a whole lot of monsters with like 1700 attack, but a lot of them I did. I got like 2 or 3 Spirits of Wind, 1 or 2 Ancient Tool, and maybe 2, maybe 3 Marbells. But alas, we did try fighting Pegasus once in a previous stream like 2, 3 weeks ago, but every monster he duels with is pretty much 1700 attack points. But yeah. Maximilian Pegasus, the end boss. Unless there's a secret boss in the form of, I don't know, Yamayugi, I don't know. And just like that, you see Pegasus holding up a glass of wine or something like that in his hand. I am Pegasus. I wonder if you're capable of defeating against the creator of this game 5 times, Yugi boy. Don't call me Yugi boy. Ah. Yeah. But yeah, I've got like 6, maybe 7 monsters with 1700 attack, and I don't remember from whom I won the card from, but I do have Orion the Battle King with 1800 attack. Very risky maneuver because I don't know how many Warrior Base and or Beast Warrior Base cards can... Wow, what? Lord of the Lamp? I don't even remember. Ow. Yeah, that's literally 1400 attack. Like, I mean, excuse me. Don't get me wrong. Like, this is truly the second time I've tried facing against Pegasus. I have not fought against Pegasus since last stream. So, yeah, I had to take a bit of a chunk of life because it's one of the flaws of Duel Monsters, aka the original Dark Duel story. But I've said on numerous occasions, oh wow, we lucked out on that. I've said on numerous occasions, the cool pros and the annoying cons. One of them is, you can't play a spell and a monster on the same turn. Really sucks. 2, yeah, you can't play field spells and still play anything. But this is stupid lucky. Cause like, I literally thought he was gonna drop... What the heck? Oh, ooh. Oh, good thing I just moved on board with a lot of swords, because, yeah, that sucked. Because, yeah, Pegasus does pack. Oh, Kojaki. Fun fact, in the traditional Japanese titlement and in the manga series, I believe he is called Demon Hunter Kojaki. Shocked they didn't give him that name for this game. But, yeah, in that first stream that I remember fighting Pegasus against, all the monsters back to back that he kept playing had 17 or more 100 attack points. And he starts off with 1400 monster Lord of the Lamp after I left myself wide open because of the meta. I'm gonna do something, see if he does it. But no, it sucks that you can't play cards like spells or field spells and then a monster, and it sucks that you can't fuse while in hand, which was a thing that the Dark Duel Stories, aka Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters 3, that we got in America back in the original years. Hey, Fire Arrow. You know, it lets you fuse with hand and spam spell cards if you can. This game does not. Yeah. But no, we got really lucky in this fight, honestly, because yeah. All because Field Spell and him dropping Lord of the Lamp. Oh no, this must be an accident. I have a feeling that I'll duel you again one day. Got number 150, Aki Hiron, number 150. Alright, let's real quick say hi to, I don't know, Joey real quick. So I can look at the trunk, because I want to see if that's actually something good for fighting against Pegasus. But yeah, another flaw that this game has is like you don't get to see the card when you win it. I mean, he's not the most attractive of cards, but against Pegasus, you know, he's worth having. Let's see. I gotta sacrifice something. Hate to do this to you, little dragon buddy, but I gotta research out number 150. Yeah. But yeah. I did a lot of off-camera grinding here and there between the last stream we did for this and last couple of weeks. But yeah, we did 10 matches total against Shimon. We got 1 victory, 1 battle with Pegasus. Let's challenge him, see what he says. You can't defeat me, I've been scanning your mind. Scan! But, yeah, we got really lucky in that first match that I sincerely doubt we will get that lucky twice. So, normally I would never do this, but because this is a stream, and I do want to see it with you guys, if Pegasus beats me, I'm not gonna, you know, retreat just because I want to preserve my, my reputation, not my reputation, my win-loss ratio in the green. I'll let that defeat go through just to see what it looks like when the enemy defeats you. And that was cool. He leads with a 1500 defender instead of a monster. That's really weird. In that first stream, like, when we clearly were not strong enough, Pegasus was, like, leading with 1700 attack monsters, like, so, yeah. Real crazy, and, oh hey, it's the new guy, the card we just won from our last match. That's pretty damn lucky. But not as lucky as the fact that Pegasus, 2 games in a row, started with really weak monsters compared to, like, what we have, allowing me to make my ace trump card Flame Swordsman, and just, you know, really take over the field with, you know, yeah. And what's crazy is oh, well, we're already done. Wow. Oh, that was, oh wow. What's really crazy is I believe, that, if you fuse, ooh, Gatekeeper, that's card I know Kaiba uses sometimes. It's okay, it's not the greatest though. But then again, if you need Turtle Tactics, traditionally I don't do that, but could help the deck. 286, sure. I'm just trying to make a wacky this and that kind of deck to just defeat Pegasus with. 286, yeah. Petite Dragon, I'm sorry. But no, that's 2 games in a row we've been lucky against Pegasus. I mean, don't get me wrong, that first one was really back and forth and all that, but that first game, we were like stupid lucky. We got to create freaking, yeah, we got to create our ace monster. But I don't have any fiend monsters to my, well, no correction, Marvel, and I have 2 of those, and they're fiends. I believe that is a fiend type, and from what I understand, if you fuse any appropriate spellcaster monsters with the fiend type, in fact, here's a fiend type, you do get to make the Summon Skull. I haven't actually tried that yet, but if the opportunity does strike, I will try. Because I do want to actually try that and see that. That would be cool to try. Oh, that's no good for us. No bueno, no bueno, no bueno. If only. I think this works, yeah. Well, there's our ace. Oh, but I'm legally required to attack. That, see, that's what sucks. And, oh, that really hurts my feelings. Alright, I guess I got a kamikaze, but yeah, that really hurts my feelings. You're not allowed to not attack. That's another flaw that I really do not like about this game, but, like, it's a... And my dogs are going crazy. Fun. But you know, it's a game made in 1998. Like, I was only 3 when this game came out. I know he's not gonna, you know, but... Let's see. Hero of the East. It's interesting that he actually has weak monsters. If only I could get these 2 on the board, I'd be able to make another flippin', you know, Flame Swordsman, which would be nice, but oh well. Demon Hunter Kojaki, that sucks. Yeah, I got Legendary Sword, which would really make Flame Swordsman stronger, but can't pull it off the combo. Mr. Clown, interesting. Yeah. Well, Pegasus, you are going to get a victory off of me. And though I don't want to see on my records, you've been defeated. Well, I want to see the content just for the cinematic and for interesting content for my stream. Gotta have Dragon Statue, but yeah, Pegasus won. 13, chop down my dragon. Alright, and oh hey, we have one of those. First time ever, let's see what happens. With the help of my Millennium Eye, I know your strategy like the back of my hand. And even though I could have, you know, quit and not get my statuses revoked of positive victory match ratio, yeah. To my understanding, the game doesn't actually punish or give consequence if you lose. No, it does if you were ever to play online, which there's this one YouTube streamer that I like to watch called Casual Cooper. He's played, I've seen his content for the early years, mostly for like his Dungeon Dice Monsters game. Because that's one of the games on this file, it's Dungeon Dice Monsters. Hey, our new Gatekeeper card. Well, that'll help us fend off attacks. And in 2 or 3 of the videos that I've seen him do Dungeon Dice Monsters, he says, Konami, where you at with creating, online gaming? Because there's only like one game right now out of the entirety of the Early Days collection, which lets you play online and fight other people. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's the ninja guy. And he's all like, when do we get to play online? Because in all the trailers, there were always statements saying we would get online gaming. Well, that's something I wish I didn't do, because in hindsight, yeah. But, oh well. And the reality is, you know, nowadays with modern gaming, oh cool, what I've noticed is, like, when games like this first hit the market, they're experimental games, welcome to the new age of nostalgia and all this and that. But even though they say coming soon can mean anywhere from weeks after the release to months after the release. So to say it's been weeks or months is a little over-exaggeration, because maybe some people were lucky enough to get the game as like an early release, but I bought the game when it released to market on, oh god, when was that? I think it was February 25th or 26th. I'd have to look that up again when the Early Day collection came out to market. Yeah, just by 100 points, Dreamclown beats me. Which sucks, because I really don't want to switch my, I really do not want to switch Gatekeeper, but I'm going to. Let's see if I can do bait and switch, make Pegasus kill my M-Warrior instead of... Ooh, that hurts. No, I think that just cost me the game, which means I'm gonna have to sit through a ha-ha, I defeated you again. Well, you know, just because I'm just gonna use the power time manipulation, because I really do not want to see that. Okay. I'm actually going to, once again, sacrifice Gatekeeper, which would suck, but I was hoping a bait and switch he would go for the weaker monster, not the stronger monster, but oh well. Though I could have switched him back into defense mode. But at least I think what's really wacky is in every other game, it's like gain 500 attack points for equipped spells. In this game, it's like 60%. 60, maybe 40, I can't actually remember now. Alright. Ah, that hurts. Alright, let's see what you got. Oh, okay. Guess it made it out of Gatekeeper back into attack mode. Ooh, see, this is a risky boots maneuver because he has a lot of warriors too, but at the same time, Moon Envoy, ooh, but at the same time, we have another legendary sword, so I don't know, I haven't seen Pegasus play anything stronger than 1800, so I think we can win this, even if we give him an advantage like that. I don't know yet, but let's just see what he does. I had a trail of thought. I was talking about Casual Cooper, a YouTuber I like to watch, who's played the Early Days collection. Oh, but yeah, he's like upset that he can't play anything, but that was not who I wanted you to hit. Yeah, he's a little upset that the game still doesn't have not cross-platform, but online interaction gaming with all the games. And I say to that, Dark Titan of Terror, I know who that is. That's only like 13 or 1400. I don't want that for my deck. I say this. In today's modern-day society of gaming releases, when a company promises you something like that, that after the game's out on market for a little while, we will release, you know, new accommodations in the form of like this and or that. The reality is, you gotta give it at least 3 months. And it hasn't even been 3 months since the game came out to market. It's actually only truly been give or take 2. And that kinda sucks. I don't know. Wait from... Well... Again, I hate that you can't choose to not attack. I gotta summon first. I will switch. Well, it's got that. If I lose Tiger Axe, it's not the end of the world. Feelings? Really hurts my feelings because I can't kill it. Really can't kill nothing. Yeah, and I don't traditionally like turtle tactics, but Pegasus kind of forces you into that. But good news is I got Enchanting Mermaid who can kill your beautiful head huntress while she's in defense mode, which is good. Oh yeah, I gotta. So, because it was February 25th. So, February 25th, February 26th, when the game came out to market. Let's see what that one is. Okay. Ugh. So, thought a fly was crawling my arm. Yeah, I don't know yet. I hate doing this, but I didn't want to put him in defense mode. Case closed. Well, I painted him out to attack mode, which is nice. Less nice than I think Pegasus won. I don't know yet. Let's see what I have in hand. Probably nothing of value, but still. Nope, he pulled Paddle Steer, which sucks. Yep, 100... Did you say I'm also defense mode? Must be another faceless mage or something. Yup. Pegasus won that. And it's funny because all I need to do is beat Pegasus one more time. And that's like... That's our 5th victory. But I don't know. So I would say this. Because the game hasn't been out to market a full 3 months, you know, be patient with Konami. I believe they'll deliver for online gaming for all platforms when it matters most, you know? After being out to market for 3 months, you know? I have faith. Damn it. Crazy is I literally have a monster with 1,800 attack points, and yet I haven't seen high or low of him in like, I don't even know anymore. But what I really hate also about this game, it's so unfair. The AI has like meta gaming unfair knowledge in the form of don't attack what's in defense mode because it might be strong or whatever. And that's like so unfair that the game lets the AI have that. It's not fair. Ugh. I really can't maneuver on Pegasus. Like, literally, I let the game Pegasus beat me, just because I thought it'd be interesting to help. Here's something I'll do. I'm gonna see what happens when we fight Kaiba, win or lose, real quick, because I got like 8 victories on record with Kaiba. And after 10 victories, 20 victories, and so on, it's double prize, double reward. So, let's just see what happens when I duel Kaiba and lose. I've never seen that cinematic either. But all in all, I think Konami's gonna deliver on the online play against anybody. Did Mosquito? I mean, it's like raining, and yet I got bit by a mosquito. Hurt. Freaking mosquitoes. Yeah, bipolar Oklahoma rainy weather right now, but like, I mean, I love the cold, but I thought it'd be too cold for mosquitoes. It's like, it's been like 45, 50 degrees all day because of the rain and stuff. Let's lead with them warrior and see what happens. But, yeah. Yeah, you get 2 cards for winning your 10th, and ooh, we're fucked. Well, guess we'll get to see what happens. Because even with Legendary Sword, it's only like 1600 attack. And like, Dragonus the Wicked, because it's in the name Wicked, you're not allowed to equip Wicked Warriors or whatever with the sword. Kinda sucks, but whatever. Yeah, only proper warriors can wield the Legendary Sword. Whatever. Yeah. That's a Horseman. Yeah, it's also crazy because, like, this game, if you're lucky enough to have it, you don't have to sacrifice. Kind of like old school Duelist Kingdom style. So, I've seen Kaiba, like, drop Judge Man and Rapid Horseman in 1 or 2 different matchups that I've had against him. And hell, like, a lot of the 1800 beaters that we've seen, even some of the 1700 beaters, because they're old school Yu-Gi-Oh cards, those 5 stars and all that stuff, so you have to sacrifice for them. Well, I mean, I said win or lose just to see what happens when Kaiba wins, but I also wanted to try and get some victory grinds on this stream. Yeah. Oh, it's right there, Rapid Horseman. And I only have 200 life points left. Sucks. Oh, look, Spirit of the Wind. And then go down without a fight, but at the same time, God was better. Well, yeah, Rapid Horseman. Let's see what happens when Kaiba beats us. What a pathetic battle. Keep crawling on the ground. Savage. Savage, savage, savage. Yep. Oh, correction, I have 2 more victories. Yeah, I read that wrong. Yeah, we gotta beat Pegasus 2 more times. 4 matches, 3 victories. Wrong pattern. Ooh. Well, as long as Pegasus doesn't lead with an 18 beater, I mean, we have the possibility. What was that anyway? Dark Trinket or something? I'm not sure what that one was. Let's see, we have Legendary Sword, but oh! We can make Flame Swordsman! Nice. Alright! Yeah, this match is in the bag. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've seen Pegasus drop 1800 attackers, but like, I could help. But I don't think Pegasus has anything stronger than 1800. I don't know. I do know he does pack a lot of 2000 plus defenders, so best to leave with Flame Swordsman for a little bit on my attacks. But yes, he does run a lot of Warrior and Beast Warrior monsters, so he gains the benefit package of mine too. But I have a Legendary Sword for Flame Swordsman to break the tie. Yeah, this game is so wacky. Like, it's 40%? No, 30% for field spell power buffs, and then it's like 40% for all your equipped spell buffs. And like, oh, well, did not realize Pegasus was so low. Let's see if we win something good. Oh, another one of those fish dudes. Yeah, let's put that in the deck too to try and help. But yeah, no. Yeah, for a game from 1998, you know, there's a lot of cool pros and cons for this game, but all in all, I like the game. It's unique. And it's like playing with Duelist Kingdom style bylaws and rules, you know, don't have to sacrifice, but you have the full 8k. Is that One-Eyed Shield Dragon? Yeah, I think it's time to sacrifice One-Eyed Shield Dragon. But, yeah. It has a really wacky but cool grid system. It's tricky to read it, though, because, like, the Boat to Duel's Kingdom. All the opponents, you have to really look at, like, that helicopter, that Skyba. Here, I'll also rewind it, whoops. The Forest Patch, that's Weevil. The Sinner on the Mountain, that's Mai. Those rubble mountain hill things, that's Rex Raptor. Pretty sure the cliffs right here is like the edge of the sea from Mako Tsunami. And of course, you know the helicopter, that's Pegasus. On the cliffs of this mountain, just in between the forests, that's where you fight Mokuba. This patch of land south of the lake, but against the mountain. I don't know, I think that's supposed to be an alternative open meadow. That's where you've got the Puppeteer, the Ventriloquist Freakazoid. This dark forest, that's where you got Panic, with his skeleton creepy face. And then, because of these graphics, and they're worse on my TV, I want to say that's supposed to be like a castle, or maybe like a train or a labyrinth. That's where Bandit Keith is. And then, you know, back to Weevil with the forest. But then you have Shimon Moran, which was not expecting that at all. And then you have Pegasus. The hieroglyphs change just a pinch when you turn the page. I did not notice that. You can't defeat me, I've been scanning your mind. Very, very sinister. Ooh. This excites me, because if the whole any proper spellcaster and proper fiend monster, what are you again? That's a word. Do fuse to make summon Scald, this will be awesome. No, unfortunately that does not work. I'll have to look it up. I know there's like a spellcaster and a weird weak fiend monster. I think it's called Ambriotic Fiend or Ambriotic Monster, something like that. They get to fuse to be Summon Skull. I know that. In fact, we can even look at the instruction manual, because the instruction manual gets to, you get to learn through the instruction manual. Actually, it's kind of hard to read on this. I mean, these are one of the aspects where it's crystal clear on the TV, but not so much. I'd have to turn back on my TV. Well, but that can wait. That's kind of sucks, so you can't read it like that. That would have been cool to read, but yeah, but this is a pretty commanding turn of events. Wolf? Really? You have that? I mean, nothing really wrong with it, but compared to your standard kind of deck, Pegasus, that's pretty weak for you. Let's see, with Fishman, Spirit of the Wind, my barrel, Marble, I'm not sure. Oh shit, I didn't realize it was our 5th victory. How could anyone see through my millenniumized mind scan power 5 times? Hey, Rogue Doll isn't terrible. Ooh. Whoa! Original character and monster design by Kazuki Takahashi. Rest in peace, big guy. Manga creator and all that stuff. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, he tragically passed away in 2022, I believe. And it was a very sad... Well... Murakami Yugi Jr.? Maybe that's where he got the name Yugimoto. But yeah, the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! He died a very uniquely tragic death. In my opinion, that's similar but very different to the way the Crocodile Hunter died. Like, back in like 2007 or 2008, the Crocodile Hunter, he died, to my understanding, while he was filming or recording a new episode or something like that for his show or whatever, and he got stung in the chest right by the heart, or right to the heart by a stingray or something like that. I can never say his name properly. Mr. Takahashi, I believe is his last name. I feel like a terrible Yu-Gi-Oh fan. But, he went, like, on a scuba diving trip or a deep-sea swimming trip with some friends, and all I know is something happened and he hit his head so hard that by the time they even got him out of the water, nope, he was dead on recovery. Like, he did not survive the head injury from his deep-sea dive, his scuba diving trip. It was a really tragic circumstance, the way he died. I mean, but that fails in comparison to Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball Z and all that. He died last October or something like that, of 2014, at the age of 60 or 68, somewhere between there. And, like, to say he died in his sleep, that's peaceful, it was not a peaceful death in his sleep, because he was, like, dying of, like, from what I remember reading, like a painful bleeding stomach ulcer, and I'm like, that is not a proper way to go. And he died, yeah, he died in his own bed, or at home, or something like that, but painfully, man, these are some pretty long credits. I was not expecting the credits to be this long. I mean, I don't want to interrupt them, but, like, I don't know. Kazumi... Here. Doing a... Oh, the end! Alright. I don't know if this game has a secret surprise boss. I know Dark Duel Stories, the one for America that we got, aka Yu-Gi-Oh! 3, I know that game has, like, 2 or 3 surprise or secret bosses. Like, you can fight Solomon Moto, I think you can fight Yami Bakura, not Yugimoto, but Yami Yugi. I mean... is that it? Did we even win a prize for beating Pegasus? I thought we did. I don't know, let's, Well, I pressed pretty much all the buttons. I even tried the old school for Nintendo up, down, down, left, right, BA thing, but that didn't work. I'll see if that makes a difference. I don't know. What does it say after each battle? Okay, it did. Okay. So, but I actually don't remember the card I actually won. Let's see. Oh. Oh! Oh, you actually get to fight Yami Yugi himself. I have a feeling that the game was gonna. Oh, and in hindsight, I'm an idiot, because it would have shown Yami Yugi right under Pegasus, but my non-perceptive eyes betray me. I don't know. Let's see what happens when we fight Yugi. I'm Yami Yugi, the other Yugi that exists within Yugimoto. Really? That's it? Okay. Considering this game does not have the sacrifice a monster rule, I am calling that Yugi's gonna have like Celtic Guard, or Yami Yugi's gonna have like Celtic Guardian or Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress #1, because there is actually 2 copies. Winged Dragon #1. Okay, well, he also has Guardian of the Fortress, but, you know, for obvious reasons, I couldn't fit in his full name. So, hey! That ain't right! You can't be swinging around Garuzis! That's the Joey card! Well, shame on you, Yugi! And hell, it's Yami Yugi, and this is a stream, so you know what? I'll let Yugi beat me, see what happens. I don't know. Yep, and there he is, Gaia the Fierce Knight. I had a feeling Yami Yugi was gonna drop that. I could feel in my gut that he was gonna drop that. Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine that's a difficult pairing. I mean, it's kind of lame that he swings Garuzis, because that's not a Yami Yugi or Yugi. Oh no, I'm pissed. Now I'm pissed. Freaking Yami Yugi's practically running a better alternative version of a Joey deck with Flame Swordsman. My freaking favorite ace to make in this whole game. I'm pissed. Alright, let's see what Yami Yugi says when he beats you. I'll face you again once you have truly grasped the heart of the game. Challenge me when you do. Does he still say the whole thing? The other one was, yeah. Well, I'll try facing him again. Why not? Cool. Yeah, I always forget this game autosaves the aftermath of every match. Again, I'm not a... I'm not as itchy as you can be. I don't think that would work, but I'm willing to try it. I don't know. Yeah, Garuzis. Cool. I'm gonna keep Gatekeeper and Fence... Oh, okay. Where were you in the last 4 or 5 matches, Orion? What the hell? Let's see what happens. No, that does not, unfortunately, work. What was that? Fiend? I already tried you. You are technically a warrior, but nope. No Machine Kings, no nothing. Let's see one last time with Orion. Nope. But no. Yeah, we got Orion the Bout King and Komori Dragon. Cool. The only downside is if Yugi pulls Gaia on us, we're screwed unless I top deck Raigeki. Oh. Oh, nice. And we also have all these. Yep. Hold on. That is a face. That Horn Imp card. That is a face. That is a face. I'm like, why didn't that cross over in all the other Yu-Gi-Oh! Video games in the history of video games? Did that face not stick? Because that's a hilarious face. The game is not over yet. Great White, number 16? Let's see here. I see you have the courage to face me. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Sometimes it's like just a... Yeah, Great White. Oh, that's right. I think we won Rogue Doll after our 5th victory from Pegasus. And, for matchup pairings like this, you know, Rogue Doll is not the worst kind of card, and neither is Great White, but I'm trying to add a little more meat, because facing against Pegasus, Yugi, and Kaiba even half the time requires a lot of... And, like, it's crazy, because, like, oh, that ain't right. That is not right. I mean, I completely forgot about that, but oh, does that make me angry. And here's my Orion, but... Yeah. I mean, it's amazing that the game gives you Dark Hole and Raigeki back to back. But, yeah. But, I mean, as far as story goes, we beat the game, actually, after defeating Pegasus. I wouldn't be surprised if a character like Grandpa, or Solomon Moto, if you will, was the secret boss. I know in Dark Duel Stories, after fighting the final four, the Egyptian characters, the Dark Ruler, or whomever that weird character was for the Dark Duel Stories game, he was the final boss, and after beating him 5 times, then you got to... Wait, who did I send the matchup to? Well, shows how I pay attention. Yep. After beating him 5 times, boom, you get Yugi. But I also saw a YouTube video, let's not drop those just yet, but, why did he go, how did he go this time? Because I really want to play, screw it. Yeah, there you play, it's a top tier monster. Oh, that hurts. Yeah, I knew Yugi would have, Yami Yugi would have something like a Summon Skull. Yeah. I don't know. Actually, I have a crazier idea. Let's see what Duel Monsters 2, the original titled Dark Duel Stories, boom. 1999, the following year, the sequel. Interesting background art. Interesting. Welcome to the... Oh, and hey! All in color and stuff. Kinda looks a little more like the Dark Duel story game we got in 2002 or 2003. I'd have to look at the date. Welcome to the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters 2! Please enter your duelist name before you begin. Yep. Well, Rexmon, naturally. But, yeah. Yes. Whoa! Okay, that's a, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah. So I think this game is where they actually brought the whole cost to summon a monster and the whole, type advantage. I'm pretty sure that's what it said in the instruction manual in this game that the Early Days collection offers. But yeah, and that's, my memory, is also a never before released in America game. We got Yugi, Tristan, Joy, Bakura, and Mokuba. Weevil, Mai, Rex, Mako, and Kaiba. Ventrilo? I want to assume that's short for Ventriloquist, the, you know, the creepy puppet dude. Panic, Teeth, Para, and Dox. Oh, you fight them individually? The Paradox Brothers? That's so weird. But, yeah, it's interesting. And of course, Shimon. To my understanding, this game's plot is, you know, Journey. It's supposed to be like an updated version of Duel Monsters, the 1998, where it's the same thing, you know, grind and fight to get to Pegasus and defeat Pegasus. But it's cool. At least you see all of whom you're supposed to fight. I don't know. Probably also get to fight Yami Yugi after defeating Pegasus. I don't know. Yeah, dual level, deck volume. Yeah, but yeah, I know. Let's see what happens when I go to campaign. Interesting. And hey, we're at the Domino High School. What's the more favorable way of how the game likes to? Yugi, Tristan, Joy, Bakura. Alright, let's fight young Yugi. I'm Yugi, nice to meet you. I'll let you advance if you can beat me 5 times. Whoa, okay, not bad. Drunk, Beck, Duel. Not bad. Hmm. And yeah, now everything literally looks like Dark Duel Story 2002 graphics. Everything, really. Oh, oh. And also, we have monster special abilities. Reaches out from a swamp to drag down the living. Or in this case, just the biggest monster that your opponent has. And leaves a colorful trail as it flies through the sky? Just to make sure. Because I think, could be wrong, because they all look the same color-wise? I don't know. See... Maybe I'm wrong about monster abilities. No? Or maybe I'm just not pressing the buttons properly, I don't know. Ooh, no. Let's see if you can fuse from hand in this game. You cannot. Okay. I don't know, here's the biggest one we got. Let's lead with... But at least you don't have to be forced to attack or forced to decide in this game like the other one. So far, anyway. Set? But it also says he's a fiend. But, that's just for attribute purposes. See if... Yep. Oh! This is an added bonus! See here. Queens. Ooh, shake, shake. Now this is a pro, because in America, the Dark Duel Stories game that we have, 2002, we'll actually look that up after this match. What the... I actually kind of like this artwork for Dancing Fairy just a little bit better. That's actually kind of cooler. This game lets you draw up to a full hand? Really? This is so cool. Yeah? What? Top, this is awesome. Sadly, I know a fairy monster can't really fuse, but... Well, I mean, I know you could probably fuse fairies with something to make some, but I just don't know what to do with that, but... This is so amazing! Hell, you don't get this much value and love out of Dark Duel Stories, the American version. What the hell? You do get to redraw up to 5, that's so cool! Now, I will say, I mean, you can't fuse from hand, which does kind of suck. But, the fact that your fusion monsters can attack the same turn you fuse them, play a new monster, and then on top of that, you draw back to a full hand of 5 after each turn. That is amazing. This is amazing. I'm gonna drop Rainbow Flower, lead with Hoshinigan, or Hoshinin, maybe Hoshinigan, I don't know. But yeah, I cannot stop being so amazed with the value of Yu-Gi-Oh! With Duel Monsters 2, aka the original Dark Duel Stories titled the game. Well, it's original by title, but not the original Dark Duel Stories. So, I could make another Wood Remains, but I want to see if Rose Wolf, or Flower Wolf, I'm sorry, Flower Wolf is possible. If it was, nice. Let's see with Mech-Mole. Yeah, fairies, fairy cards! You know, those weren't cards that I was particularly skillful with. The fairy archetypes for any of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Video games. Yeah. I want to be a powerful duelist like my grandpa. I'll win next time. That's a nicer, sharper picture for Taya. It's basically like the original Duel Monsters game, but with color for Taya. You won, so you get Fungi of the Musk. Good luck on your next duel. Oh, I was about to say, well, we don't get to see the cards we won in this one too, but no, we sure do. I know in the American version we get monster abilities, but I don't think that's actually the case for this one. I don't know. I think it was supposed to be Yugi, and then Tristan, and then Bakura. My name's Bakura, and you cannot progress any further unless you beat me 5 times here. Yeah. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Duel. Let's see. Yeah, I really like how it doesn't auto in your turn, but, I don't know if it's just a stage 1 AI thing, or if it's all AI, but yeah, I'm not really vibing that the AI won't attack me. Fire Reaper, I was hoping for Flame Ghost. Wait, screw it, I'll run with Dancing Fairy. Okay. That unfortunately set us back a little bit, but that's okay because type advantage is a real thing in this game. Fair enough. That's fair. Oh yeah, I forgot you can drop a full hand. Yeah, so you can't fuse from hand. Monster effects, from what I'm seeing, are not a thing in this game. But this game brings back type advantage and probably sacrificial requirements, because let me see. Oh yeah, because like in the American version, Legul and Mystic Lamp, they get to auto-snipe when you summon them in those games, so yeah, this is crazy. Yeah. Spellcasters are tricky, but I think if I fuse Droll Bird or attempt to... Nope. Well, I tried. Maybe it's not a creature in this game. Because, can't remember what its name is anymore. It's like you fuse Droll Bird or, you know, you get to fuse Drollbird with some, with Buko, and you get Spirit of the Book, or Goblin Crow, I think is what it's called. Cockroach Knight, not an impressive fusion. I just did it to try it, and in hindsight, that was actually kind of a waste, but, I mean, this is a machine, right? Yeah. Okay, that was kind of wishful thinking, but oh well. But yeah, that was cool to see the credits, but kind of lame that it just kind of locks you out of the game, but thankfully it saves your progress for the, you know, for the purposes of all this and that, so you can continue with the game. And, oh look, you get to fight Yami Yugi now. And I will, do more streams, in the future. I don't think I'll do a stream tomorrow for Sunday, and with my new job, I don't really, per se, have time to do late night streams anymore, because I have to be up really early in the morning with my new job. But all in all, I'll definitely do my best to do, like, Saturday evening, Saturday night streams again for, like, an hour or two, regardless. I don't know if the next stream will be a Yu-Gi-Oh! Stream, or if it'll be, Hades Hell Edition, or not Hell Edition, but Hell Mode. I'm gonna be debating on that, because, I'm debating on that because I want to like rotate between the two games, the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise and the Hades game franchise as well. And in our previous streams, we've gotten as far as Elysium to face off with the champions, Theseus and the Minotaur. Unfortunately, not very successful. I don't think I have KO'd the Minotaur. I've incurred the Wrath of Olympus, where you know, Theseus gets to call the aid of the Olympians, which always suck. But oh well. I think you do get to make Stone Ghost in this game. Yep, Stone Ghost. Nice. All right. Let's do Weatherlight for this next play. I will admit the graphics for like the intro screen when you start up, they are interesting. I'm kind of more partial to Dark Duel Stories 3, or the American version of 2002. I do kind of like Teia's graphic design better in this game, just a little bit. It's kind of funny. Inchajar, eh. Though I could try to like, I don't know, off-screen deck alteration after facing here and there. Fight Tristan. I'm Tristan and I'll let you pass if you can beat me 5 times. And I really love how, because these were based originally for Japan and the Japanese audience, it's all based on the manga. So you've got Tristan with his wacky... In the history of every Yu-Gi-Oh game, I think my sound might have been crap because now I'm looking at the recorder and it's spiked above yellow, which I try not to do that. But in the history of every Yu-Gi-Oh game that I've ever played, I do not think I've ever seen the game shit on Tristan by literally having the lines, "I'm pretty weak, so it should be easy." Just want to rewind what he says before. Oh, I wasted too much time being flabbergasted. I'm an idiot. But oh, wrong button. I'm sorry. But no, that was bold. I'm not impressed with White Dolphin. White Dolphin doesn't even look like a dolphin. He looks like a chibi narwhal. But no, I feel so bad for Tristan. That's so sad. I think I can make like a zombie fish with White Dolphin. I'm not sure. I'll try. I don't think you can really... Well, I know there's some rare dinosaur fusions for, like, Sword Arm Dragon. Yep, that worked. But, dear God, in all the years I've played Yu-Gi-Oh! Games, I have never seen a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game in the script dialogue where it's basically Tristan talking shit on himself. That's tragic. Funny as hell, but tragic. And I mean, that's kind of something like the gaming community, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community, and the jokes and the memes towards Tristan. We've been making them for years, but like, I don't think I've ever seen any of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Games blatantly do that. It's funny. It's too funny. I'm pretty weak, so it should be easy. Tristan. The biggest middle figure to any video game character. Or any Yu-Gi-Oh! Character in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Gaming, I mean, seriously. Oh, that's a nice animation for Kuriboh, I think. Yeah. Pissed that he killed my Hoshinigami. I was gonna try seeing what happened if I attempted a fire monster with fairy type. I wouldn't have gotten anything successful. And I don't think I'm able to fuse dinos with zombies, but eh. Clear that off real quick. Oops. I'm gonna bring out my Mechmole because he's a zombie and fuse him with Mucka Mucka next turn. But no, that was too funny. That was hysterical. Yeah, I really love this game. This is like the best of the Dark Duel Stories 3, aka American version Dark Duel Stories, released in 2002. It's got all the best of that game, but better. And seriously, it's just amazing. Love it. I love this game. It's cool. Gonna see something real quick. Can I actually just end my turn without attacking? I don't think I have anything to fuse. I think you can fuse either dinosaur and a machine type together in this game. I'll see. Fusion up, yes. Right, now, whoa. Not a bad artwork. Kind of funny, kind of cool. Kind of looks more like a crocodile, but still. Alright, so now let's see. There you are. Nope, doesn't let a fusion go off. Okay, so you can actually, you know, not attack and just automatically end your turn. That's cool. That's cool. That's nice. That is not what I wanted you to do, game. Clearly I fat triggered that one. Oh. I lost. Have you gotten the hang of dueling yet? That's so cringy. You can duel me anytime. That was cringy. Like Monster Eye. Yeah. See, and in Dark Duel Stories, for the US, you know, or Dark Duel Stories 3, that monster also has the ability of like reveal your opponent's hand. Hey, I'm Joey. I may not be the strongest duelist, but there's no one with more passion for the game. Also, that's pretty cool artwork, and I like the sharp green. Yeah. I will eventually stop accidentally clicking deck when I try to click duel, but yeah. Yeah, I really don't like White Dolphin's design in this game. This game has a lot of cool, unique artworks and choices for their monsters, but a lot of them are kind of, you know, I'm not too impressed and too crazy for it. But, trial and error, you know? There are worse things. There are worse things. Trial and error. Ow. Pricked my finger. Alright, let's send my turn there. But yeah, it's... Tentacle monster. Yeah, it's such a dorky, derpy face. Tentacle plant, sorry. But yeah, it's such a cringy, dorky face. It's funny. Where is my zombie types? Looking at something. That was a zombie type, yes it was. So I'm gonna fuse White Dolphin into the zombie shark, or however you say that. Corroding! Had to take a minute. Ow. Pop. Yep. Oh, wow. Yeah. That is a fairy type, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to play Weather Control and try to fuse him with the Tentacle plant next turn. See, I don't think I'll get anything from it, but it wouldn't hurt to try, you know, because, like I said, I know there are fairy fusion monsters out there that are worth the trial, but, I mean, I just don't really know how to make them. And yeah, I had like 2 cards in my hand and I drew a full hand of 3. Nice. is it zombie or is it oh, it's rock based. So if that, oh yep, it does exist. Yep, Mino Musho Warrior? Mino Mushi Warrior. Okay, yeah. Alright, let's see if it, no, does not work. Oh well. But yeah, no, this is such a good game actually. Sucks that we didn't get this one for the Dark Duel Stories one. I don't know. Maybe because it was more based on the more based on the manga and all that, and you know, probably would have confused the American audiences of 1998 and 2000 because I don't really know when manga became all the rage with Shonen Jump magazine and all that other stuff in America. I was like in 3rd grade, and I can't remember if this was the year of 3rd grade where before I got held back or after. And I was living in Collinsville, Oklahoma, and going to Collinsville High School. And all I remember is, you know, oh, okay, so spellcasters and fairies, like, wow! That was awesome. And, all I remember is, manga series like Yatsuba, if anybody remembers that one, Naruto, you know, all those kind of mangas. Probably the original Pokemon manga series, too. But yeah, those were like some of the very first original manga series, like for my school and, you know, my area. That, oh, well, that was a key mace. Okay, fair enough. That really took mainstream, that really truly introduced me and my sister to manga. You know, Yatsuba, Naruto, all that stuff. And I mean, we had anime, obviously. We had Yu-Gi-Oh!, we had Pokemon, and I'm trying to remember what, Sailor Moon, yeah. I don't know what else in the anime world that we had. Nose itchy. But no, so I don't know when the Yu-Gi-Oh! Mangas would have came to America. A long time was there, that's nice. Seems weak, but is useful in a pinch. I wonder if you confuse Time Wizard with any low-level dragon, or if it specifically only works on Time Wizard for Thousand Dragon. Well, we dueled everybody at least once on stage 1. And I think I'm gonna have to call it there for that, because the stream has been going on for almost an hour and a half. And, I don't even think there's anybody out there watching. A little heartbroken because I thought my friends, Game Quest or Jackraz, would have came to watch, but I don't know. So take another crack at facing Yugi real quick. Of course, it's kind of a sort of why try, why bother, because, you know, I mean, you get to drop someone's skull for free because in this game, oh, that's cool, fair enough. I mean, I don't really officially know what the good prize support is for fighting Kaiba anymore. It's been a while. But I could probably win something cool facing off of Kaiba. Pegasus gave a couple of cool stuff. Oh, there goes the high ride. Oh. I doubt I'll... Who knows? Fair enough. But yeah, Yami Yugi worse than Pegasus, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know, it's gonna be a lot of off-camera grinding, trying to get better cards to defeat Yami Yugi. I think that really pisses me off that Yami Yugi has that Flame Swordsman. I want one, but how come Joey doesn't give anything good? Well, sometimes he does. Yeah. I mean, Pegasus, Shimon. Shimon gives good prize support. Pegasus sometimes. I don't know. Kaiba, I'm not sure. Panic, Keith, I don't really know who the best to try and farm with. Yeah, we let Kaiba win a match. Pegasus and Yami Yugi too. I honestly don't know if there's other hidden bosses for this game. You know, ow, my arm went pop. There probably is, but to find that out, we'd have to, you know, first beat Yugi, and that's kind of a complication right now because I just can't, you know, win anything. Keep hitting the wrong button. I don't know, let's try and see if we can beat Kaiba one more time real quick. Well, that's a good start. Oh, my nose won't stop hurting. Damn! It's like I got a nasty zit and curled up nose hairs or something like that that just won't stop pinching me, and it really hurts and it's really annoying. Welcome to Oklahoma. Yeah. Yep. Alright, that's fine. Look, Kaiba runs out too? But, hey, any warrior who fuses with Flame Manipulator always becomes Flame Swordsman. Oh, let's be a little cheeky and drop Raigeki. Ooh, number 26, alright! Nice, we actually won a really tough card. Nice, thank you, Kaiba. I think it's at 20 or 26. I think it's time to... Nope. Oh, 26! Alright, which one is this again? Oh, yeah. Yeah, alright. Alright, we got Battle Axe, not bad. Unfortunately, we don't really have. Alright, let's see what happens. Dragoness. Nope. He drops Mystic Clown. Yeah. Oh, Baffle, Spirit of the Wind. And hey, Gatekeeper, nice. Alright. I probably actually do have monsters with higher defense than Gatekeeper. It's just been a while and I can't actually remember. But again, traditionally, I do not like Turtle Tactics. I only did Gatekeeper because I needed a Desperation staple to tango with Pegasus. Oop, don't do that, but... Goma, I think I might have won that card once. I don't know. Oh, I could have made that out. I don't want to end that fight with that. I don't know. Using to my Flame Swordsman. Wicked Worm Beast. Kinda lame. Since you keep winning, here, you can have this. Sword of Dark. I forgot to... Actually, hold on a second. 302. I think Sword of Dark might be like the equipment spell for Dark types. Let's actually... I'm pretty sure, because it's all the way back in the 300s. I don't know, just to see real quick. Yeah, Legendary Sword and Sword of Dark, yep. Creepy, Axe of Despair. What's crazy is in this game, and I don't know about the other one, the sequel, but you get to have, like, 4 copies of the same card. It's crazy. There you go, Joey. You have some tantalizing incentive to attack me directly. To the day I can win cards like Flame Swordsman. I can't remember all the cards that I've actually won from Joey and Yugi. Bakura might give good prize support. I don't know. I mean, I know Shimon gives like good prize. Oh, hey, there's Battle Axe. And he gets the field power bonus. Nice. I know that guy gives some decent prize support. But I just really do not remember who the best way to go is for that when you want to try and win good cards. No, that's a low defender. And some would probably think, why are you trying to grind and farm with Joey if he doesn't give good stuff? Well, because I already have... Wow! I pulled every ace monster that my deck has. That is so crazy. Nice. Nice. And I even pulled the new Mighty Battle Axe. Nice. But I swear, there was one time Joey pulled his Red Eyes Black Dragon and just forced me into retreat because, I'm not kidding, Joey does have Red Eyes in this deck. And he can use it, but I've just never seen it except for that one time. And maybe if Joey plays Red Eyes again, and if I can kill it with Dark Hole or Raigeki and then beat him, maybe I'll win a Red Eyes. Okay, so Moon Envoy, you know, that's a good card. Or at least it was in the early hours with everybody, you know, but now that we're like in the higher tier difficulties with Yami Yugi of all things, you know, it's not really a valued card anymore. And I also think Joey gives like a lot of good like occasionally burn spells and power up cards, you know. But it's just not what we need right now. Let's just leave with Moyer. Oh, there he is. Time wizard, time magic. I can't remember. Oh, hey. Yeah, I have no idea though how you would go about unlocking the secret opponents and the American Dark Duel stories. I've seen a YouTube video or two about the secrets of Dark Duel story, and but I don't remember much of it. Oh, cool, another warrior, but unfortunately, not really what we need. Oh, Joey, it would be nice if I could win a physical copy of, you know, Flame Swordsman from you. What the? Okay, that was not what I was trying to do. Probably was trying to play Marbarrel, but once again, my slippery fingers clicked on the wrong button. Oh, ooh. But yeah, I want to finish this, like, on stream. I mean, I might do some off-camera grind victories just to, like, make my deck stronger for, to defeat Yami-Yugi. Wait till I'm doing a stream to finish off Yami-Yugi, and then, you know, watch to see if there's, like, I don't know, another special, cinematic, like, I don't know. See if there's other secret bosses, like Grandpa Moto, aka Solomon Moto. I don't know. Maybe Yami Bakura. Arma Knight, that's that 50 character. Alright. Well, I'm gonna duel Joy one more time because like every 10 victories, I think is what it is, you win 2 prize cards. I don't know if they have increased value or rarity, but yeah. Gatekeeper. Use the 0 of these. Mushroom Man. Pretty cool if I could fuse something with my machine, dude, but oh well. Chop. Alright, game, let's see if I win anything cool for being Joy for the 30th time. Mountain Warrior. No. Better, but not what we're looking for. Who else do we have closer to 30? I mean, Tristan and Bakura need 5 more victories to have 20 for a double prize win. My 5 more... Yeah, Pegasus, 5 victories, I don't know. Oh, let's just see what happens when we try to fight Pegasus one more time for the hell of it. Pervert, quit scanning my mind. Really, game? Come on. Dang on, I think that might have been partially my fault. So. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, I can work with that. Yay! Alright. Not quite. Howie. Really wacky when Pegasus plays something weak like that. Raigeki, that could come in handy, but I'd rather want to, but... Alright, Pegasus, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna, unfortunately, lose 1,000 life points. Not very helpful, but oh well. I could probably, off-camera, try to juice up my deck by adding some Fiend and/or Spellcaster synergy. I think I even have the Omni Field Spell. I know I have copies of the Mountain Field Spell. Ooh, good, Orion, finally. I mean, I don't really know every spell card, field spell card. What the? Oh dear, that's a Roaring Sea Snake. Wow. Kind of like a generic sea monster, but how tragic he plays that when he's below 3k, and I already dropped my Raigeki. Doesn't that just piss me off? Well, yeah, I guess I can't keep a warrior long enough. Yeah, that's a Roaring Sea Snake. What can I do? Yeah, we're screwed. Yeah, Hmm. Quite what I meant to do. Just wanted to, goof around with trolls real quick. Hmm. Hmm? But yeah. Let's see what Tristan says. This is the practice stage. You can focus on mastering how to duel. I actually am curious. No, I get to go first, just like in the original. I'm gonna be very crazy. I'm gonna do something really crazy. I'm gonna let Tristan play 3 monsters. See what happens. Is it possible to lose just by not playing a card? Got Robot Man, Ninja Man, Narwhal, White Dolphin, Bird, and Zombie Hands. Let's throw some hands, you know what I mean? Got Zone Eater, Swords, Dancing Fairy. Oh dear, I made a mistake. Yeah, that's a wind, the Dancing Fairy. So Forest, which means type advantage, and about... yeah. I will admit, he switched all of his other monsters to defense mode. Okay. Sure, to teach his own, I guess. I mean, I was wide open. Don't know why he didn't attack me, but okay. Okay. What? So I could do that too. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is first play 3 monsters, and then I'll worry about fusing them after I have 3 monsters to fuse with. I really like this version. This is probably arguably, in my opinion, the best version of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Handheld Dark Duel Story Saga. I don't remember. Oh, that was Cybersaurus. Let's fuse here. Let's fuse here. Let's fuse here. And drop dinos. I really like Dancing Fairy in this one. Dancing Fairy looks cooler in this one. God, I love the whole, oh no, your hand's all empty. Here, draw a full freaking hand. I think I can fuse, but no, that does not work. Oh well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he won't attack. I mean, he does have monsters with 300 attack points, but, Oh, no, he did. And, I don't know. I think the enemy gets a... Oh! That's like a really awesome alternative artwork for Cyber Commander. That is so cool. Uses a bazooka and a rocket launcher. I don't know. They probably arguably changed his design to be more, I don't know, kid-friendly, less gunslinging, less violent-looking G.I. Joe. I don't know. Alright, Tristan, I'm about to know, because then that would be the end of the game. Oh. Alright, Tristan, I'm gonna kill you with your favorite card, which was never established in the manga series. Hell, I don't even know if the Swamp and Lava Battle Guard thing was ever a bit in the manga series. I think that was actually exclusive to the anime. There was a lot of cool things that was purely exclusive in the anime, like, in the Duelist Kingdom story arc, the whole, Serpent Knight Dragon. That was not a card utilized in the manga. But the whole Red Eyes Black Dragon still being a thing, through Rex to Joey and all that, that was a thing in the manga. Let's go for Wood Remains. Just because. That'd be actually better. Nice. Let's see, what else was not... But, yeah, then I've ranted about this in past videos with the whole certain characters did not exist, and in the anime we had different characters, like we did not have the Puppeteer of Death, or whatever he calls himself, you know? We didn't have that character in the anime, we had different things. And what's even crazier is, in the anime, those giant dual arena things with Duelist Kingdom, you know, that wasn't in the manga either. We had, like, in the manga there was really tiny, cramped boxes. And I'm like, kinda odd, but okay. I remember being able to, but then again, looking back, I wonder, was that, like, because it was a fairy and a spellcaster, or was it because it was a dark spellcaster fused with a female monster? Some fusions in some video games are exclusively, like, specialty for females, so I don't know. But yeah. Let's see, what else? In the manga series, when Yugi and Kaiba have their epic throwdown, you know, Kaiba still loses because, no, not Exodia. But Yugi doesn't just do, like, a weird purge of your heart or whatever it's phrased in the anime. No, Yugi puts Kaiba, after defeating him, in like a 3 to 6 month coma. Yeah, Kaiba is in 3 or 6 months in a coma after losing to Yugi. That's dark and that's crazy. Let's play Mucka Mucka. Yeah. Oh, and also in the manga series, freaking Bakura actually kills Pegasus in the manga. It is dark and creepy. Freaking Bakura is so much more scary and so much more sadistic in the manga. Eh. So yeah. Well, this is another big Duelist Kingdom alteration from manga to series, you know? There are just so many crazy differences. The aggressive pointing. Freaking, cause anime, you know? I'm packing a gun in the anime, but oh no, 4 kids, and this is gonna be witnessed by children, so we gotta edit and censor out all sightings of guns. A lot of zombies in my hand. Gonna wait till I have 3 monsters to start fusion experimenting. My head. Actually, that's more like my eyes, but still. There was also a lot of wacky scenes that were censored. Well, not censored, but erased because, like, I don't know, they thought, nah, this can't be shown. Like, in ways there are also, I think there were a few scenes that were cut just purely because they thought didn't need to be in it, or, shrink the episode a little. I don't know. Because, I mean, hell, only in the Japanese version of the anime do you actually get to see Yugi's mother. And, you actually get to see Yugi's mother, I think, twice in the manga series, but it's been a few years since I've read Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist, as the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga series is called, because there was first 7 volumes for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga series, and then Volume 7 was supposed to be the ending, but then they created Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist, which is the anime / the manga version of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Story that we all know and love, but yeah. Oh no. So yeah. And it's actually really cool. Because, yeah, back to the whole my favorite card. That was not in the manga series because, yeah, I don't know, they just didn't want to go for that route. And instead, in the original 7 mangas, between half of half of Volume 6, and throughout the entirety of Volume 7, Yami Bakura, the spirit of the Millennium Ring. Oh, and hey, I pulled Cyber Commander. Probably fused him with the dinosaur and make Cybersaurus. But no, instead in the manga series, Yami Bakura, the spirit of the Millennium Ring, he traps Yugi and friends into alternative knockoff D&D game called Monster World into their own minis. And the Spirit of the Millennium Puzzle, aka Yami Yugi, has to play 5 different characters to save, you know, his friends' lives. And I'm like, okay, this is really interesting, this is really cool, and I love all things tabletop RPG, role-playing games, stuff like that, so yeah. Why can't I control my mouse? Oh, it's probably because I'm being too fast in a, well, word-paced game. So yeah, there's just a list of unique things. Oh, big factor, Dark Sage. The duel of Yugi and versus Joey, you know... Oh, the dinosaur? Did I just run a good card? Yeah, I did. Well, no, that's actually a decent card. But, you know, the Duel of Friends, you know, between Yugi and Joey? Let's say. That was an only anime exclusive. They don't actually duke it out in the manga. They don't. Trying to remember what else is a major difference, but... Yeah. That's a big one. There's like one or two alterations into the grand battle between the Paradox brothers at the end, but it's not that significantly major. I heard a weird sound. I think, let's see if this works. Oh, it does! Yeah, you know what? An elf and a... That is a really awesome artwork for Celtic Guardian. But, just talking about the differences, manga and anime, you know... Rebecca Hawkins, I don't know if that's a very noteworthy character, the girl with the teddy bear and shit. But, you know, anime exclusive character, let me think, can I make another? Ooh, that's awesome. Yeah, I think that the female characters, like Dancing Fairy, they can make exclusive female high-tier monsters if you fuse them with the right kind of monster. Now, ironically, Celtic Guardian's not a female-based monster, but, you fuse a warrior with an elf, you get Celtic Guardian. Strap White Dolphin. No. Mystic Sand, stronger than the Dark Elf. Nice. Alright. I think my, I don't know, what else do I have? Oh, Flower Wolf, yep. And that's another victory against Bakura. Alright, Dancing Elf, nice. I have to challenge somebody to edit your deck. I'm gonna... you know, I'm gonna take out Zone Eater. You know what, I'm just gonna add Time Wizard to be cheeky. Because I don't really like Zone Eater. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot of things you can actually really do with Zone Eater, in my opinion. You might be able to experiment with Sinister Serpent, but Reality Check is... I don't really think you can. I mean, it might be, but I don't think so. Not in the older games. I think... nope, that's not work. Probably only works with, like, Baby Dragon or, dragons in general, which we don't have yet, sadly. Let's see if I... Nope. Alright. Oh well. Yeah, sadly I don't have any, dragon-based cards yet, so... sometimes the other game, the third game, the one in America, they always give you like the Dragon Scroll creature. Ugh, I'm tired. I've been up since like 6:30 this morning because I had a very busy and adventurous day today. Yeah, I woke up 6:30, went to the gym. I think I woke up at 6, no, 6:30. And went to the gym this morning, did a cardio workout day today. I don't think I can fuse anything right now. Went out to Tulsa to, well, first I had to go to Owasso to pay my internet bill. Went out to Tulsa to a comic book store that was hosting a pre-release for the newest Magic the Gathering set, which was awesome. It was a really awesome freaking pre-release. One of the best pre-releases I've had in years. Sadly this game I didn't really get much fusion options. But yeah, if I had to say if there were some noteworthy significant alterations between the whole not Duelist Kingdom, oh, actually here's a noteworthier one, because it's like before Battle City, but technically in that briefly lived story arc saga that was like post Duelist Kingdom, but well before the Battle City tournament that kind of started. That date episode that Yami, Yugi, and Taya have didn't happen. Well, maybe it did, but not to the same way it happened in the anime with the troll character of, that is, Johnny Stepp, who made the Machine King. Let me think. Don't really have much to work with on this one. Do I have 2 Hero Dinosaurs? Oh, how'd that... and then the episode where, oh, this is good. Oh, I love this guy. The episode where Bandit Keith, under the whole brainwash aspect, steals the Millennium Puzzle from Yugi, makes him duel, to get it back. That actually doesn't happen because in Duelist Kingdom, Pegasus uses shadow magic to basically lobotomize Bandit Keith in a similar fashion that Yugi lobotomized Kaiba after their epic battle, at least in the manga series. Instead, Duke Devlin and Duke Devlin's father, because Duke Devlin's dad had an axe to grind with Solomon Moto, Yugi's grandfather. Because I guess Yugi's grandfather had a very former shadowy past when he was younger or whatever, and screwed over Duke Devlin's father. So, Duke Devlin and his dad steal the Millennium Puzzle from Yugi, and to get the puzzle back, Duke Devlin challenges Yugi to his own Dungeon Dice Monsters game. So that's the whole Duke Devlin story arc there for you. Boy does my chest hurt. So yeah, that's actually a really noteworthy change. And what's even funnier is, Yugi doesn't actually beat Duke Devlin with the Dark Magician Dice Monster like how Yami Yugi defeats Duke Devlin in Dungeon Dice Monsters. Oh, my chest hurts. I might just end the stream after one more match, because I'm not feeling so hot. I'm actually hurting a little. But yeah, I'm trying to think of Duelist Kingdom pre-Battle City story arc noteworthy that was different in the manga series. It just won't come to me. Oh, well, here's one. I'm pretty sure, you know, like I've said, because in the manga, Tristan has that goofy, hype headband and all that. What? Mystic Elf? Oh, Mystic Elf looks kind of sad in this one. If I actually duel Yugi, I want to see if I can have her in my deck. Oops. Yeah, duelist level, that tracks. That was always the annoying thing. Nope, you have too low of a duelist level. Can't run it. And I'll lead with the defense because I don't know. Oh, nope, that worked perfectly actually. We're gonna make Cybersaurus. But yeah. And also, I'm pretty sure in the manga series, Bakura is actually with Yugi and friends throughout the whole story, because, like, I actually don't know why they didn't incorporate Bakura more properly. Maybe it had to do with because of how the original manga series was so different, they needed a more subtle, less terrifying and creepy way to introduce Bakura as a friend, and the whole introduction to the spirit of the Millennium Ring for American audiences. I'm not entirely sure, but maybe that's why they did it, the difference. That's just my own personal theory. But, wait. Oh no, I need the Hollow Knight. Trying to make Stone Ghost. Oof, my chest hurts. Don't know why. But, yeah, Bakura's pretty much with the crew the whole adventure, and in fact, in the whole first battle with Pegasus through the VCR tape. What's a VCR tape? God, I'm turning 30 in a month. Actually, 40 days from now. But, yeah, that, Bakura's there. He's there throughout the whole, story arc of Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga Duelist Saga, with the whole adventures where the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game gets more incorporated, or Duel Monsters as it's called in the manga and the anime. White Dolphin, more like Horned Fish or a Chibi Narwhal in this game. Weird. Cool card designs on some, very trial and error on others. Oh, right, 1800, right on the money. Ah, you beat me 5 times. Let's do it again sometime. I'm sure it'll be good for you. Ooh. Don't really think he'll be of all that much value. Just to kill time and add 5 more minutes to the stream, I'll duel Tristan real quick, but, And in all honesty, I don't think there was ever a match where I didn't go first. That's pretty cool, actually. I like that. You go first in every match. That's nice. Yeah, I can do so much with plants, but not so much insects. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, dinosaur. Nice. Trying to think. Hmm. To go into detail about the censorships and the alterations of the Yu-Gi-Oh anime series, because you know censorship and yeah, that's a completely different rant. But like the manga series differences, there's literally also a manga series called Yu-Gi-Oh! R. Don't know why it's titled like that, but it's a manga series that that's the fourth manga series based on the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime manga. And it's apparently like an in-between the aftermath of Duelist Kingdom, but it's before the whole adventure back into the past of ancient Egypt for the pharaoh to regain his memories. And what's crazy about that story arc is the plot line is Taya gets abducted by these dual monster players called Deck Professors, and they're trying to use technology and weird dark magic or whatever to resurrect Maximilian Pegasus, because the guy was basically like a surrogate dad to them, and they need Taya for a sacrifice to bring him back, Maximilian Pegasus. And what's crazy is they're all like, Bandit Keith, because they more or less bring back Bandit Keith back to life. They're like, Bandit Keith was easy, but with our father, Pegasus, we need basically a sacred maiden or whatever to sacrifice Taya. That's why, yeah, so they abduct Taya, they try to sacrifice her. There's some weird dark magic, crazy machine thing to resurrect Pegasus back to life. And whoops, wrong challenge. I wanted Tristan. But, and it's really crazy because there were these old cards that were really popular back in the day of early Yu-Gi-Oh! Called the Wicked Gods. There was the Wicked Avatar, the Wicked Eraser, and the Wicked Dreadroot. And they're all cards that the enemy, the card professors, use against Yugi and friends. Yeah. So, yeah. But, yeah, it's a pretty wacky one, and a unique one at that. But, yeah. I actually wish they... Well, for obvious reasons, it wouldn't have made sense to try and do a story adaptation, and probably would have been too creepy, occultic, and all that stuff for American standards, I guess, to try and implement that story arc. I don't know. But yeah. Do I want to play? Ugh. It's a fire machine. I need to do some off-camera alterations of my deck. It's getting annoying that I have dead cards that I just can't fuse with. I don't know. I'm not entirely certain that they implemented trap cards in this game. I know for the third one, Dark Duel Stories America 2002, I know that game implements trap cards. Not a whole lot, but some. I mean, reality check is the reality check is I can, but just don't really want to. How about fire plants? Oh, let's experiment. Yeah, my brain just cannot think of significant, noteworthy manga different. Well, actually, what's crazier is in the manga series, actually, during the Duelist Kingdom story arc, the scene where Bandit Keith steals Joey's eligibility card while he's sleeping in his room and stuff, it's really different because Yugi technically walks in on Bandit Keith, and Bandit Keith tries to beat Yugi up for trying to catch him because he didn't know why Bandit Keith was in Joey's room. He doesn't really walk in time to catch Bandit Keith in the act of stealing Joey's eligibility card. But it's so crazy because, like, in the manga, when Joey's has this, like, almost borderline his own dual personality of, like, not necessarily evil, but more kind of edgy, bad boy, pseudo kind of darker sense, kind of like a lesser version of a Yami version of himself. He has like this really crazy composure and this really, I am going to fuck you up and beat the shit out of you look about him. And so, yeah, Joey intervenes and stops Bandit Keith from trying to beat up Yugi for catching him in the act, but not quite. And it's like a really scary exchange. It's really cool. Yeah, the manga series has so much cool stuff in it. Don't think I confuse. Actually, I should be able to fuse Time Wizard with a zombie monster to make, nope, I think, yep. Magical Ghost. Couldn't get the words out. I'm gonna play Bat and see if I can pull, anything to fuse with him because he's machine-based. Yeah, that's a really crazy one. I'm also trying to remember how some of the noteworthy battles were different in the manga versus the anime. But it won't come to me. But yeah, it's really weird. Some of the things that how Bandit Keith works, like the whole I'm cheating because I shoved in my sleeves one of each copy of the 2 copies of the 7 complete card up my sleeve so I could cheat by playing that. And I'm like, okay, Pegasus, I guess you're really evil and sadistic in your own way where you like a good show. Because you literally know that Keith stole Joey's card of eligibility for your tournament. But then you also practically know Bandit Keith was also cheating, not once but twice, in the whole duel against Joey by having 2 copies of 7 complete shoved up his sleeve for the slot machine card. Yeah. I don't know if I'll ever try to collect the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist manga series. Yeah. Well, I really mentioned a prize card, no offense. Wait, wrong target. I mean, it's getting late. I mean, late-ish. Like, it's only like going on 10 o'clock, but I've been like going to bed for the last 2 weeks at 10 o'clock or 10:30. Yeah, I can sleep in on Sunday, except I do have to do some errands. Like, I gotta do my laundry, and then I gotta go get my feet taken care of because I need to go see a foot specialist. I think I'm fighting the Korra, so I guess I could fight the Korra a couple more times and then call it a night there. Just wish there were more people to hear my rant and, Alright. Ooh. Not a bad fusion to make. Nice. Good play. I swear, this is probably by far the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Handheld game for classic gaming style. I truly think it is. No, you are a fiend-based, so that would not work out so well. Yep. Oh. Damn. I just keep getting the gift of crap. Actually want to do one attempt real quick. No. No. Oh, yeah, that's right. We added Tyler's Sword, Melissa dancing. Yeah, I'm gonna see. Well, probably I'm not qualified yet, I didn't think. It doesn't really say what the duelist level requirement is on cards, and that kind of makes me sad. Oh, but I'm allowed to use Torokei? Guess it couldn't hurt. So gonna go back to the deck. Not what I was originally gunning for, but I'll go for that. Keep. I can't really do much with fungus, cause... Oh, Wasn't planning to run a Mammoth Graveyard, but why not? Let's see if I can add another Dancing Fairy into the deck. Because mostly I want to see, because like, in the original 1998 version, that game lets you run 4 copies of the same card. Maybe even 5, I don't know, I've never tried 5. Oh, that feels... Wow. Okay. Alright, well, you can apparently have 4 copies of the same card in this game. Which in real... Wow. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright. All 4 copies of my Dancing Elf are in my hand. That is hilarious. Alright, well, that is a hoot. Okay, good. Oh, Nico Gal! I love that card, she's fun. Alright, she's cool. Nice, nice. And I'm not gonna lie, the biggest reason why I was trying to load up all my Dancing Fairies into the deck was because I'm trying to have some experimental female Fatale cards. The game doesn't let you fuse in hand, but oh well. Plus, against opponents like the original stage opponents, doesn't hurt. I wonder. Oh, really? Oh yeah, Ice Water. I'm just making... This is cool. This is fun. Alright. I don't think I'll get Mystic Sand. Maybe I'll get Witch of the Black Forest. Maybe, I don't know. I know I'll get Celtic Guardian. Aw, that hurts. I didn't get a fusion off of that one. No, that hurt my feelings. If I remember correctly, yep. It's the Queen! Do you know the way to the Queen? The way, my people! For Queen! This was a hysterical matchup. That was hilarious. That was truly hilarious. Lame. I wonder. What would happen if I tried fusing Dancing Fairy with a Fiend type? I don't remember. That's a fairy type. I might get Dark Witch or Lamoon? Oh. Okay. Cool alternative. Not bad, I suppose. Could have been better, could have been worse. Mystic Elf looks so sad and depressed in this artwork. It looks like she's frowning or something. What's that? I sincerely doubt that my Mammoth Graveyard can fuse with my Dancing Elf. Stranger things have happened, but I don't think that works. I'm gonna try it just to see what happens. I don't think so, so I'm not doing that. But I will make ice water just because it amuses me. Let's see. Nice. Okay, yeah. Celtic Guardian, our new knight in shining armor. Doo -doo -doo -doo. Yeah, this is a really badass artwork for Celtic Guardian. I love it. Wait, didn't I already use one? Oh, I have 2 copies? That's cool. Ooh, wait. I don't know if this works, but I'm gonna try it. It's... Yeah! Flame Swordsman, baby! Alright. I can't really fuse and... Well, again, I don't know. Not bad. Just me experimenting and flexing. Flame Swordsman, baby! Oh dear, I lost 5 times. It seems you've gotten the hang of dueling. I hope you'll duel me again. Eh. I honestly don't... Oops, wrong person. I don't know. I keep saying I want to end the stream because one part, I'm a little tired, and it's almost 10 a.m. and my chest keeps starting. I'm actually kind of having fun, but the problem is I just don't really... Yeah, I think I'll have to call this one the last of the night for sure. Yeah. But yeah, this was a really cool and wacky stream night. Sadly, none of my friends showed up, but oh well. Then again, though, I kind of, sort of didn't really make it to my buddy Jack Rez's last stream the other night, too. I mean, I wanted to, but it was Friday night, and I passed out after coming home from work. Cybersaurus looks wacky and funny in this game because he looks like a robot alligator, not so much a robot dinosaur. It's kind of funny. What's today? Saturday night? Yeah. Nothing really, actually. But we need to see if this still works, and it does. And then let me see if I can make... Ah, that's bullshit, but okay, fine. And I forget, I keep drawing back the, yeah. Other 10 plant zombies. Oh, my chest hurts. Let me think. I think if I try to fuse here, I'll make the, corroding shark, which is fine. I love how that works, it's so cringy. I got an idea, zombie. This might let me legally make Pumpkin King of Ghosts, but I don't know. Ooh, it worked! Ooh, ooh. Nice little edgy side view of Pumpkin, the King of Ghosts. Nice, nice. I don't know if this way would work. No, it did not. Sadly, this only really gives me Fire Reaper. Not so great. There used to be, like, Flame Ghost or something like that, which is basically wood remains, but the exact same thing as wood remains, but with, like, it's a fire type, you know? Oh! Oh yeah, the Firebird character. Okay, yeah. And like that, I bled out my whole hand. That's crazy. That was a fun experiment, actually. Alright. Final Flame, a burn spell. Well, this was a very unique stream. We played the OG 1998, Dark Duel Stories, or Duel Monsters, you know. We beat Pegasus, we discovered the secret boss that is Yami Yugi. Boy is he OP, so it's gonna be a long time before my deck is strong enough, but I will come back to a stream next week, Saturday night. Maybe not as long as this one was, but hopefully to have a stream where we do face off with Yami Yugi and see if there's more secret encounters. I don't know if there is. Maybe I'll look that up. I don't know. Sometimes, for the most part, with the old games like this, I like to discover the secrets by myself. But I'll definitely do, you know, more streams of this game. I don't know if next stream will be a Yu-Gi-Oh stream or if it'll be a Hell Mode edition of the Hades game or not. I'm really excited for Hades 2. The only downside is I don't know if Hades 2, when it's fully completed, if it'll be for Switch or Switch 2. I might get a Switch 2 as a late birthday gift to myself, but my birthday is on May 15th, and from my understanding, the Switch 2 doesn't drop till the 5th of June, which I'm a little excited because I heard they're finally going to do digital remakes for classic GameCube games, which is exciting. But time will tell. But anyways, I'm Rexmon of Rexmon Productions. I thank any and all who will come back and watch this, or who did stop by to watch for a little bit. It was fun. This was a really fun, unique way. I wasn't even originally planning on streaming this one, but it was cool, and I just kept doing it, so hey, who knows, to more to come. Stay tuned, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you all again next week. Bye-bye.